It is a commonly known fact that Adolf Hitler used Jewish people as a scapegoat to gain control in Germany and eventually become the chancellor. He made it his mission to exterminate the Jews through the Holocaust, which resulted in the deaths of millions of innocent people. But what was the root cause of this hatred, and how did it begin? What causes someone to hate a group of people so much that they want to exterminate them from the face of the earth? Hello, and welcome back to Unveiling Life's Mysteries. I'm Marwa Hashi. And today we're going to answer the question, why did Hitler hate Jewish people? Hitler did not invent the hatred of Jews. Many cultures and societies, dating back to the beginning of civilization, were both envious and angry at Jewish people. Hitler grew up in Vienna, and at the time, the mayor of Vienna was a known anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic literature at the time was stereotyping and portraying Jews in an evil light. They were being represented as disloyal, untrustworthy, and money-hungry. An example of this is the Elders of Zion. This document was claimed to be the Jewish plan for world domination, and it was widely distributed. It was heavily influenced by this document. Adolf Hitler himself explained that he had no feelings toward Jews before he moved to Vienna in 1908. It is widely known that Hitler was rejected from the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts as documented in his book Mein Kampf. Hitler was convinced that the panel members who rejected his application were Jews. Another theory is that a Jewish doctor unsuccessfully treated his mother Clara when she had breast cancer. Hitler loved two things in life, his mother and the German Reich. Clara died a painful death in 1907. Germany's loss of World War I was another big trigger. Hitler was brought into the philosophy that Germany was stabbed in the back by the Jews during World War I. Jewish people were extremely involved in the socialist and communist movements that led to revolutions in both Germany and Russia, which were seen as weakening the war effort. Hitler believed socialists were ruining Germany and Bolshevism would be the downfall of any country. The Social Democrats agreed to an armistice that was later treated as a surrender. The Social Democrats consisted of many Jewish people. Instead of blaming the German army, it was easier to blame the Jews for Germany's catastrophic defeat and the collapse of the monarchy. After the First World War came the Great Depression. Hitler also blamed the depression in Germany on the Jews. Following the First World War and the Treaty of Versailles, Germany and the rest of the world experienced a period of severe economic depression. Jews in Germany were not as affected by the Great Depression because they held a lot of control over the economy at the time. Jews controlled businesses, merchandise, and export fields. So when the Depression hit, they were much better off than the average German. According to Hitler, this was a huge injustice. So basically, he blamed them out of good old-fashioned jealousy. Was of course also inspired by the theory that Jews, along with gypsies and sloths, were biologically inferior to Aryans, the master race. Aryans were regarded by Hitler as a pure race, identified by pale skin, blonde hair, blue eyes, and a tall, slim physique. Hitler believed that the Aryan race was the highest representative of mankind. The Holocaust was Hitler's way of purifying the world of inferior races, so inferior that he did not consider them to be human. In 1920, Hitler announced to the Nazi Party, none but those of German blood may be members of the nation. No Jew, therefore, may be a member of the nation. The final solution was a Nazi plan to exterminate the Jews during World War II, so that the Aryans were the only race left. There is another theory, and that theory is that Hitler did not hate Jewish people at all. There is a strong possibility that Hitler used the anti-Semitism that was already present in Europe and exploited it as a political tool. He could have used the public's feelings of distrust towards Jewish people in order to gain their support. He blamed them for all the hardships the Germans went through. As history demonstrates, a scapegoat is a powerful political tool. As explained in this video, Hitler had many reasons for hating Jewish people. But then so did much of the world, and that hatred goes back centuries. The reason for that? Well, that sounds like the topic for another Unveiling Life's Mysteries. I'm Marwa Hashi Osman. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more answers.